There was for a higher GC News. Mima Ubibia Akwaba. I had the latest hot nkwa era mede bramo. Erunti so when subscribe to channel idea but more than say o be subscribe. The way I say o be click the subscribe button, you know. Now wa barely notification, you know. We had this video for be upload, you know. With the first person once ebeka yes video afi ubia na wa like video, you know. Give us a thumbs up na afi share ma wo foforo so na wenye bi hwe na wo hu ensemo a ekoso ewo Ghana be mo hadam afi yembura ye ensemo a ababeto yepno so yetie eye sa report eye sa nkomo ya ababeto ya mo yetie.
Now Cecilia Dapaah tells court she does not know how much each of her former housekeepers stole from her. Cecilia Dapaah ka kire court say sikanka say ye wiafri no no onim sikana no hey la we Cambodia and the big pen and wood trim. Cecilia Dapaah say, and the original court to catch any Ghana for say, oh, court. Some call for ya, so we are missing me housekeepers, I know we should be fee abawa for any abawa bema fui. Sika poti omo wieno, minima no. Nese Cecilia, ria. And this is see, we are pete, we are fetchere. We are paivela, we are more on to me who etc. We are sikama who sikana no. Paul Adomochi no way. Sakwa no way. Ni hunye nyenya okasana da die bi hye ha. Yeah, go for. Paul Adomochi okasana PBC pipe bi hye ha. Eno ya na ede ade a. Paul Adomochi onye nipa o. Omo manufacture no Yugoslavia. Enti okasa hwe ne ha. The PBC bi ahye ha PBC pipe okasa na ding aho ade bi hye Paul Adomochi we mo jimi. Let's get serious here. Me say Paul Adomochi onye nipa okasa hwe ne ha okasa bo say that PBC pipe so onye nipa omo ye no Yugoslavia oba expire 2028 team eno ano no expiry date born ho na mo hu dia wa ye who is a red born ho. Don't waste your time on some people like Paul Adomochi. Now, Cecilia Dapaah issue is very, very important to me. The reason why it's important to me is to say, otchere the kind of political party NPP. You see, for some reason, the NPP as a political party, they have stayed away from Cecilia Dapaah in the crime way. And I won't study it. A political party that says it stands for the truth and that it stands to fight corruption. Cecilia Dapaah started who say we sika. The system started working, interrogating her. The amount of money now $25 million. They are qualifying there na children sisa. NPP as a political party, they have deliberately decided to take Cecilia Dapaah's name from their mouth. You know why? Because it's a political party. What they do, they say. Every time you're about Corona, they always try to let people think, say, so people Corona or party, that person is not associated with them. And it's always study NPP for history. Every time you have a drug lord, be our Ghana, no NPP ni. But from Kofor time, you could see clearly. Yetumichi obia or your drug lord, drug peddler, or a cartel member under Kofor's government. Yetumichi out of Kofor's government. Yetumichi obia or your drugs, typical criminal. What the NPP is very good at, and then they say they are able to disassociate themselves from Kofor. We know say they are corrupt. And it's always steady conversations and commentaries. They don't discuss Cecilia Dapaah. But I want to say adentra. If they believe and know says Cecilia Dapaah is not guilty of the crime she has been accused of, evidence upon evidence is being provided. NPP will be mounting a very strong defense for Cecilia Dapaah. They are communicators, they are senior officers, they are elders, but for some strange reason, Cecilia Dapaah, or a senior member of the NPP, the NPP as a political party, even their communicators and the party as a body, they have disassociated themselves from Cecilia Dapaah. Because that is the typical MPP. Because they don't want you to taint them with the Cecilia Dapaah crime. They don't want you to remember that during their era, Cecilia Dapaah stole $25 million from Ghanaians. Into what they do, they say, they move away or they stay away from that conversation for it to look like, say, the person is on her own. Cecilia Dapaah became Cecilia Dapaah because of MPP. Near to Kroma, and in the past, you say, Obiko can some say, in politics, say in the future, as young lady as she is, or to be making some amount of money, or back with politics. The NPP as a political party, they link this lady, and to date, they still link this lady to that comment, and they link that lady to the NDC. For you know, the lady has even quit politics. She's not even doing active politics. She's not been attending any serious NDC events. But the NPP did everything possible to link her. And that is the modus operandi of the NPP. Because that is how they are able to let Ghanaians think, say, Omo party ni de omo mbokrono. Now, when was the last time you heard any NPP communicator speak in defense of Cecilia Dapaah? When was the last time? Or to say, MPP penyini bi atna baby, defend Cecilia Dapaah? No. Because you see, the more they get closer, Ghanaians remember that Cecilia Dapaah is an in and out NPP ni. And it was through the help of MPP and Obenya has had $25 million in VIA. So what they do is they'll throw you under the bus. And the same thing on the John Kuma, a young man coming up. They realize say he was a good character, he was a good politician. He could run through the ranks quickly. They killed him quickly and they isolated themselves from John Kuma's death. Ever seen there, you've not heard any NPP person speak on John Kuma's death. Yeah, can't JB Danko do? They knew JB Danko was going through the ranks. He was going to be president. They did what? They killed him. They disassociated themselves from them. So you don't hear them, you don't see them speak on air people who commit crimes in their party. Because you see, what they try to do, they say, so we are a member of the NPP. Now, through them, where they are, they quickly disassociate themselves from you. And they make sure, say, who say you are on your own. Even though problem, they will never associate themselves with you. When was the last time you heard any NPP person speak on the Cecilia Dapaah issue? No. So we are radio, we are TV, now we invite you. Now the Cecilia Dapaah issue topic because I'm busy. Oh yeah. Because that is how the NPP was built. Now, of course, Cecilia Dapaah in Semnimua. Now we read some of the documents. Now, so we read some part of the document. Yes, Cecilia Dapaah case we are. Now, amend charge sheets. Patience Bochi, hairdresser. Sarah Ajay, unemployed. Sometimes in the year 2022 at Ablempe in the Greater Accra region within the jurisdiction of this court did dishonestly appropriate cash, the sum of 800,000 United States dollars, the property of Cecilia Dapaah, $800,000 good fee. Count 3, stealing contrary to section 1241 of the Criminal Offence Act 1960 Act 29, particulars of offence. Patience Botry, hairdresser, Sarah J. Sometime in the year 2022 at the Ablempe in the Greater Accra region and within the jurisdiction of this court did dishonestly appropriate cash, the sum of 200,000 United States dollars, the property of Cecilia Dapaah. Now, Sikano Muria or Cecilia Dapaah, it goes into millions of dollars. Now, Cecilia Dapaah nangasampo say, Sikano ne do small to the point to say, do Muria eno ontwing onim. For you to tell me, say, you real dollars, you real hundreds and millions of dollars, and that you cannot even tell me how much you had in the house, then it means the amount of money you had, it was more than what they have stolen. So the charge sheet is what I read to you. $800,000, $200,000, $1.2 million, gold chain, diamond ring, D&D, and this is Cecilia Dapaah, or yeah, a staunch member of the NPP. Every decision they take, she was in charge, not or your minister. Osaya minister, Nanado Dan Kweku for the MPP for you know, a whole minister, the whole party as a party, they have ignored her. They don't even speak on Cecilia Dapaah's issue. We someone say why. So we need to be careful about the NPP. A political party you cannot trust. They are just in to destroy. Mameka Bibincho, for the past 8 years, you as a Ghanaian watching me, untiminka nyoma miensa positive MPP dibeka Ghana ho. You can't tell me. Yati Kroman ya catch MPP for say we need to review free SHS. Akufo Addo kwasi ampenyi catch say cancel. Obi ti wose me didi pegina tem kwasi ampenyi. We are talking about the lives of young people. Let's review free SHS. Akufo Addo kwasi ampenyi say review means cancel. Bawumia catch Ghana say review means cancel. Na mekasa ngofo en kwasi afo a wose me boa me muade. We are talking about the lives of young Ghanaians. These drug addicts did not care. So you should understand, say, the MPP as a political party in your party, you will sit and for once think, say, Yamfa to me mom, Mamaka Bibincho. Cecilia Dapaah likes almost millions of MPP mu. There are hundreds of the Cecilia Dapaah type MPP mu. And the right time, you will see all of them. They will be facing court. Cecilia Dapaah, only the end they say a small one view. Shagelia, why is a Nike backpack? Give to a worry. Why is a backpack? Give to a worry. Why is a backpack? Why is a backpacker? Yede kwaji abe. Why is say? Why is a backpack? Saga wedi a small. There are hundreds and thousands of criminals in the MPP. Cecilia Dapaah dey say mo dey watenenka. Afena mubehu the criminals in the MPP. Now, Shadiawe, Bank of Ghana, Asembia beto omo building ho. And the finance minister in his budget can say me very important say you better discuss this asem no. Now, Bank of Ghana building way. From the time I had the governor eba parliament ever share the amount of money over $300 million. You did see dying way just for as an office. Over $300 million. We are a third world country. And now Akufo Addo ne Bawumia say yemfa $300 million NC office. Do you know what $300 million can do in Ghana? $300 million. Only maybe as can free. Omu free Bank of Ghana. Sikani ya wo enemy ya dia. Omu ya namaka just a Bank of Ghana boka 60 billion cedis. Are you not worried? Can't you see say MPP? We need to burn them alive. Can't you see say MPP in your party? I was a Ghana in your nyansa. You have to be proud of. $300 million. A third world country, people are still studying under trees. A pin for menoka said da form. Ya wonko form kwa woso a wosanke omutumi ewu form ba anadwuomo all because there's not even a bed. We have taken out $300 million. Now see this. And this year buying akasem fufrobi. Finance Minister Ekan on the budget or say Bank of Ghana can lease back its head office to raise 53 billion required to recapitalize. Now, Bank of Ghana for the suggesting biaba, MDC are buying the suggesting biaba. Sa sikeya yes sen wo sa office way. Bank of Ghana for office here almost see any office way. They can lease it. They can do what? Rent it out and make money because Bank of Ghana, as we speak, they are in loss. Omo deka sa adesina na nwachia se kurabano or the ekabubro de gu Bank of Ghana so no wanantiko kwasi ampe obi ambo ni tuo adesina no Bank of Ghana governor no na nwachia se kuraba kwasi ampe yi no wakoye operation wo UK enche bi obewu kwasi asa no watena Bank of Ghana edwiri ekaguo. And we are no in the name of a building where we are millions, or we are see a boka 60 billion. Now, John Mahama are buying. Almost say they are going to investigate this building. Bank of Ghana for offices, majority of the spaces are empty. Now, sir, office here we see a him for pa na Bank of Ghana bet me use about 10 rooms per. So Bank of Ghana can lease the offices, whether they old or new, they can lease it, and when they lease it, they can raise close to 53 billion. So why are we sitting here? Why are we saying we don't have money? Why are people saying, where is John Mahama's government going to get money? When you are able to get your government to be disciplined, physical discipline, you cut down on unnecessary expenditure. Sika eko baby and fasoni so. Ministers are omu use fuel, omu je cars, so cutting it down. Unnecessary expenditure from the Jubilee House. The kind of CEOs living lavishly. When you're able to prune and trim the system, you will make enough money to solve your problems. The NDC government, what they are trying to do, they know that when we are able to put things in order well, Ghana Sika Sembes in the next year, 2 or 3. And that is the step they are taking gradually. And I'm very happy about the new Bank of Ghana governor. Very smart guy, very intelligent guy. And I know this guy is not going to be stupid to say the Addison, not otchere. Because Addison, naturally, na oyarintina na adwene no enye dwuma. Na Addison na adwene no enye solid sa. So they were using him. Addison was just a vegetable at the Bank of Ghana. But this one is young. This one is proactive. This one is intelligent. He has been there before. This one knows. Onim ejumano and otiasie. And I believe, for the finance minister to suggest this or the government to suggest this, is the best thing for Ghana right now. Because a dime a Bank of Ghana is, yen rented a sisu or any sika. But when you do the maths, that's the old renti and now ulizi a dime way at the other companies are. You are going to then get back about 60 billion. But the auditing of the new building there, it needs to happen. We cannot say the auditing of the new Bank of Ghana building, it should just go like that. We need to audit it. We need independent auditors who are not affiliated to government to audit the Bank of Ghana building. It's something that needs to be done. And I am hoping the governor of Bank of Ghana will try everything possible and convince his board to make sure, Bank of Ghana has independent forensic auditor or auditors to audit this building for us to know where the money really went. Let's say, Sika o Ghana, Addison, Ghana for a demonstration, Kwasi Ampenyi Yare Force and Kachere say, we are hooligans. Murefi. A Krobian Kosia de pen, big pen, one it. Addison, Kwasi Ampenyi Sano, Yenye Sika no deko UK koyo operation. Addison, our money or Tamsika Bank of Ghana and go saving a life in UK. Kwasi Asano, or Kachere say, we demonstrating against his bad leadership, we are hooligans. Now, as some over to our kind of North Korea, you be quite watching. Over to our kind of China, you bet you we are going to take Kwasi Ampenyi with the Sika Tifi or say a chedeba. Near Chinimu. You are not supposed to be selective when it comes to the law and how you want the law to apply. No. At the Simona say Ghana, they are crazy, dangerous, foolish people. We were calling on him to resign. He doesn't have, his health wasn't good. Mental health was bad. We were telling him, resign and let us take care of this Bank of Ghana. Or see, we are hooligans. Kwasia, we are hooligans. We will see who is a hooligan in Ghana. So we need to be very, very proud of this. And as Ghanaians, these are some of the things that we need to sit down and have a conversation about. If you ask me, I'll tell the new Bank of Ghana governor that he needs to push his board to understand, what he came to inherit, we need to get to the bottom of it, and that a forensic audit by an independent auditor who knows what he's doing, it needs to be done. If the board of Bank of Ghana wants to make sure corruption is defeated and the Bank of Ghana cleans its image for it to become a credible institution we all be happy about her, they are supposed to allow an independent forensic auditor or audit firm to audit this building. $300 million building. We need to know where exactly our money went and what it was used for. These are things that we are not supposed to play with. These are things that we are supposed to pay attention to. These are the kind of conversations we need to have. We cannot let people come, steal, walk, and their children will tell our children that, yeah, papa and bobra. We need to make sure those who steal pay for it. We need to make sure those who steal from us, we penalize them, we punish them. Senebeya, San Kwasiafo ne mma, enko embeka nkyere say, Dien, yene ye papa no ma mobra, abra ne papa adesen kwasiampanyi we no, ono no, otena Bank of Ghana, ebo besia, ebo $60 billion, etwa sikagumu. We are not supposed to open those kind of spaces for people to even have the opportunity to tell us those things. Because politicians in Kwasiafo we give to a warrior why to say backpacky, neba beba beka kyere say, ye Kwasiafo ne ba me bobra at our expense. Me say, give to a warrior why to say backpack no why is a Nike backpacker yari kwaje pay no neba in the next 5-10 years neba ba beka kyere Ghana for say Kwasiafo because ne papa ne ma me awie sika me yanche ne ma me ambodi tu enku no into beka kyere say ye ne papa no ma mbobra. So whatever we can do to press their neck to make sure they pay for the sins and the corruption and the stealings, we need to support it. We need to go out all the way out and make sure these people pay for their sins. We are not supposed to underestimate these people because today as we speak, Addison Ghana for because San Kwasiafo mu wia esika kenofori atamba ene omomaka no omomagu abochire omeka kire say ye papa no ma mbobra ye papa no yan Kwasiafo efri say ye papa no de no nya corrupt ye papa man kwaje aban sika enti ye papa no yan Kwasiafo ye yenkurasefo San Kwasiafo mu MPP we mu no omomba be ka kire. So we need to stop them. We need to let their kids know say omo papa no yan mo a also mu da jail no mu. We need to prosecute them. We need to let them be an example, scapegoat. We need to use them. We need to pay them back. We need to punish them. So nebano ewu de ede ye ne maame na why say backpack na. Nebano wu de ede ne papa te say na bi kwasiampen why say dansan no. Nebano wu de ede ne papa oforiata. Nebano ya man Ghana adwuma obedwene. One shekwa Ghana adwuma kro obetwe ne ho afi every say onim say obo careless a ya de papa ko to fiase ma ne wuye no ono so be kwa fiase ewu. So Addison oforiata mo, these people are supposed to face trial. They are supposed to rot in jail. Some of them we are supposed to make sure we keep them for good to die in jail. We need to keep them in jail to die. We are not supposed to let them be part of us as humans again. Because we need to reset the system and change the system for people to believe in the system again. Let's not do politics as usual again. Let us not see everything as normal again. What John Mahama and the NDC are doing is a 42-year agenda we all need to support. It is painful, but we all have to go through and accept. We all need to be disciplined enough. We all need to be focused. We need to be correcting each other. Or say people make mistakes. Government make mistakes. We tell the government need to listen to us. We need to shape in the system. We need to guide each other. The NDC and Ghanaians can build this nation. And from what you have seen in the past 2 months, you know that John Mahama has the will, John Mahama has the heart, the NDC are ready to serve. We need to support them. And then I was listening to some of the NPP communicators, and their issue was that 24-hour economy, sikabai ni yede be 24-hour economy. Na 24-hour economy and na NDC for the deda and no about power. I didn't think a budget 24-hour economy enim. But the finance ministers told us, said the 24-hour economy policy will be presented to Parliament, and that the needed the details has to be sorted out, or state labor concerns, or study about some acts that needs to be looked at before the 24-hour economy policy is implemented. Now the question here is, so big TV so and our radio so can just say 24-hour economy NDC for first sika wo here nipa no we Jimmy on governance I say. Let me tell you, when Dr. Bawumia was saying digitization or digitalization, did he ever mention money? Digitalization. Because in the first place, if we're talking about investing money in digitalization or digitization, the NDC, in fact, put a lot of money into building infrastructure to make sure digitalization becomes a reality in Ghana. But when it comes to something like even digitalization or digitization, it is not the digitization you see and basically the end game. Digitization or digitalization, it is basically the springboard. And I'm going to let you understand what 24-hour economy means. 24-hour economy, enya bayere a yekoti sika to. Yebeba parliament aka say ye $400 million for your 24-hour economy. I want you to understand something. Na me bibi so akire mo. MPP omo jimi. Say digitalization na Bawumia ye hu dede na. Debia meka kire mo ha say Bawumia digitalization kwa na o kana na onte ase. Now digitization, it is not the end product. Now for digitization to be relevant and to be advantageous to the citizenry or the government, digitization serves as a springboard. It serves as a conveyor. Enti obi ekueni na odo banchi, odo bodie, odo kodu. Opese oton na ewiase hu se di kodu no sebi kodu pa enwote efe na ebo akese a se odua kodu na enya digitization edi dua kodu no e wo se ode asobo form. I was say the fertilizer guso. I was say oya manual work ni wie. So odua kodu na kodu ni nyini na otwa. I was say of finding way to let that kodu no become valuable. Sene be ya edu dwaso a kodu na anka wo say ekurase ye ton 1 cedi no edwaso no ye beto no 10 Ghana. How does it work? That is where digitization comes in. Into what the farmer will do and say, now digitization will rebrand the product. How it's being packaged, how it's being sold. Digitization will basically propel. It will sell the product to the world. Into product nanka the value here 1 cedi no. Because of digitization, that is a propeller, which is not the end game. No, the digitization will prepare that product to be sold in the market. So it basically processes it and makes it favorable for the market. Into through digitization, obi wo ha oyekoko akuani anase odua kodu na ye ton ne nyoma e won kran enso no te akrofuom ni nyina ne say he is able to sell kodu no packaged on the internet into obetumi dia to TikTok, obetumi etwa picture no e dia Facebook business platform. But oti ayontombra, the issue is that digitization that has become a propeller, the end game has become money. It has become value. So you don't need $100 billion to say you need to pump into digitization. No. You need digitization to be a middle what you call a conveyor to, at the end of the day, the end product, digitization will make the end product a reality. In Bawumia digitization, he did not understand it because you cannot just say digitization. Digitization is a propeller, it's an enhancer. Digitization is a conveyor. Digitization changes the value of products and makes it easy to be sold. That is the role digitization play. Now, people will bring a 24-hour economy into this conversation. Say, the NDC campaign was centered on 24-hour economy. At the year kind budget, 24-hour economy did not get any money allocated to it. The same way digitization that is the same way 24-hour economy is. Now, the 24-hour economy is a policy. Now, how is the 24-hour economy going to help? At the end of the day, create the jobs. How is the 24-hour economy going to help? Open up the country infrastructure-wise, engineering-wise, production-wise. How is it going to help? Now, remember, there's what we call the big push. So you don't necessarily need money to put into something called 24-hour economy policy. There is a policy the NDC introduced to Ghanaians, a friend, the big push. Now, the big push is going to get over $10 billion. Now, the component in the big push, is what will feed the 24-hour economy for it to be a reality. In the big push, they have infrastructure. We have something called agro processing. They have something like they have a lot in the big push. Now, let me tell you something. In that big push, if you are able to, through the big push, you are able to employ 20,000 Ghanaians in agro processing. What is going to happen? And they say, agro processing, they are going to work for 24 hours. So if the agro processing is working for 24 hours, it sucks its blood from the 24-hour economy policy, because the policy is sitting there waiting for the big push, the components in the big push to do their job to feed the 24-hour economy. So you don't need money to say this is for 24-hour economy. It is what is in the big push that will generate what 24-hour economy needs. So 24-hour economy, basically is the hub. But then the hub that takes full blood, it takes the blood from the big push. What is in the big push? It is often infrastructure. Then you get companies that open a lot of infrastructure companies that are working 24 hours. They are going to feed from the 24-hour economy by getting incentives from the government. Now, the incentives in the say they are going to get what we call tax breaks. They are going to get what we call lights. They are going to give them decent lights to buy. So in all that, the 24-hour economy does not need money. What we will get out of the big push, it can basically generate revenue for government to use it to subsidize or to help whoever falls within the big push. You don't necessarily need to go pick $100 billion and say 24-hour economy office, take it. It does not work like that. It is through the big push. What is in the big push? The components in the big push. If you are able to get agro-processing companies 20,000 or Ghana, all the agro-processing companies, when they work 24 hours, they are going to all be sacked by the 24-hour economy policy. And when I said they are going to be sacked, it means that all the companies are going to get incentives from the 24-hour economy. Into the 24-hour economy does not have to have money. It is through the companies, what they will generate that the government will get from, and then it goes back to power the 24-hour economy. So it is not so complicated. The government does not have to come to parliament and say, the $100 billion are my 24-hour economy. No, the 24-hour economy will derive, it will get its blood from the components in the big push. And this is basic governance. This is basic economics. And I'm sure, Mr. S, what did you just send me? The big push. Thank you very much. So all these things we are talking about, when the big push becomes very effective, 24-hour economy automatically absorbs it. And they fall within it. Into some MPP Nibiti TV so catch will say, now 24-hour economy, Jimmy on TSE. Now look at the big push. This is the big push. Let me read something to you. Under the big push, John Mahama, I introduced this policy. This is the policy that is going to feed the 24-hour economy. NPP for TSE. Mr. S, thank you very much. Now, when you read the big push policy introduced by John Dramani Mahama is a 10 billion infrastructure-focused initiative aimed at transforming Ghana's economy and addressing critical development challenges. Here are the key components of the policy. The key components are infrastructure development. There is job creation. In fact, when you read the big pusher, there is infrastructure development, job creation, there is economic diversification, there's education and skill development, there's health sector improvement. These are all the components in the big push. You can also see things like environmental sustainability, completion of abandoned projects, and also youth empowerment. So all these components are in the big push, the $10 billion big push. So if all these components becomes effective, that means all these components are going to employ Ghanaians who have not been employed. And all these components are going to work 24 hours. So they are all going to be sucked by the 24 hours because government is going to make a revenue out of the components that are working 24 hours. Into the 24 hours become the umbrella that basically will guide. So what happens? And then they say, now there's a framework. And the framework and the umbrella. The 24-hour economy, all these components are going to work within that frame. And that frame, and that incentive of 24-hour economy, it goes straight to help the components in the big push. Into 24-hour economy, big push, they work, they synchronize. The moment you take 24-hour economy from there, big push becomes difficult. Now, Big push and 24-hour economy, they work in hand. That is why it is important for you to sit down and understand what governance is. What John Mahama has put together and planned, So I need so I want to and you need to understand. In this all then what are we going to look at? We are going to look at the big push very well. Government is supposed to pump money into big push. Big push will revive 24-hour economy. Into the MPP, they don't have this intelligence to understand. So they were expecting, say, Yabeka budget, Nanka Ato Forson say we have take out 100 billion for 24-hour economy. Because 24-hour economy is not going to go build a factory. 24-hour economy is a policy that is going to guide people who want to enroll on the policy to become beneficiaries. So why do you give 24-hour economy $100 billion? No, because whatever comes out of the big push is going to be revenue going back to the government. And that revenue that goes back to the government is what the government is going to take some as their incentives for people who fall under or voluntarily are part of the 24-hour economy to enjoy. This is simple. This is straight. Into the conversation now about the NPP as a political party, and anytime I say we are not supposed to waste our time on NPP. The NPP are stupid. They do basic politics. Yakosi toilets, yaya polytank. They don't understand the modern day politics that we are all at the end of the day experiencing. We need to understand the 42-year agenda. Ghanaians, it is very important we all stick to that agenda. Let us help John Mahama. Let us help the NDC. Let us make sure, say, the NDC, the almost 30 years and how they are going, we help them to make sure, say what, they help this country, help Yejimba, protect every single person for this country to be that great country we want. 42 years, you're to me sticking with the NDC. They are going to make mistakes. We have to guide them. We need to protect them. We need to speak to them in a hard way when we have to do that. We also need to congratulate them and applaud them when they do the right thing. 42 years, Ghana will be the country we want. 42 years, 46 years, 50 years. See a giant NDC. Now yet the credit shop must start from the way they have started. This country will be the country we have been yearning for all these years. It is very important and imperative. As Ghanaians, these things, we don't underestimate it. The 42-year agenda is very important. The NPP should never come close to power again. Because such conversation we'll have, majority of the people who follow the NPP don't understand it. Majority of the people are omudi MPP and we Ghanaians you do point to be we understand what governance is. So we are not supposed to waste our time on piglets. And we need to do what? We need to stop wasting our time on them. Because Obi Kachero say 24-hour economy, then it means he understands it. So the 24-hour economy then that person does not need to be asking you questions. Because you don't ask people, you know you are a man. You know so you can sleep with a woman. You don't go outside there and ask people, do you think I'm a man? Do you think I can sleep with a woman? No. So because on the word 24-hour economy, now on word now, then that person should understand how 24-hour economy works. And that is how the conversation should be. That is how we can protect our nation. This country, Ghana, baby, I do know, to lead us. We don't need stupid, foolish, tribal, egoistic, ignorant, daft mind people to lead this nation. We need selfless, intelligent, honest, truthful people who are patriotic, willing to help. And that is what we see in John Mahama and the NDC. Anytime I catch Ghana for this is my platform, it does not defend bad governance. What I have seen in the past 60 days or so is good governance. And John Dramani Mahama has proven and shown that we Ghanaians need to support this government, protect this government, guide this government, criticize this government constructively. They also need to respect us as citizens and taxpayers. We can build this nation in the next 42 years. We can handle and build our nation. The honest truth here is the NPP no egu. No intelligent, honest Ghanaians should waste their time on a group of stupid, countless, stupid, ignorant people who only care about themselves. Selfish ingrates who think, say, oh, say, and say, we need to be serious. So this platform is here to enlighten Ghanaians. We are on TV, we are on radio, we are on Facebook, we are on TikTok. You can choose whatever platform you want to watch us from. But you need to understand the basics, the principles. And here say, Ghana as a nation today, we Ghanaians, we want to protect our nation from the NPP. We want to guide the NDC for the next 42 years to make sure this country is the country that we have been yearning to get. The country Kwame Nkrumah wanted us to have. John Mahama and the NDC, they have shown it. They are showing it. We are also supporting. We are being honest. Let us all come together as a people. In Kwasiafowe, they will rant, they will insult, they will be tribalistic. They cannot move away from their old ways. They are going to still be criminals. They are going to be selfish. They are going to be egoist. They are stupid. They are a bunch of fools. MPP negu and makachre Ghana masho tumfobo meguno eman ding Atta ama sebio kwasi ampanyi bia ntumi mfa MPP so eni di otumfo atam otumfo set to kura atum why na wo Ghana obetum aka se mamingu MPP megu MPP and as otumfo atum no in the name of God MPP megu no megu MPP
Yo, waiting for winning and somewhere about it. Yep, so because so when you subscribe to channel idea, Bomodia say over subscribe. Now, feel while like video and give us a thumbs up. Now, share my or for so now when you be here now and somewhere so Ghana memo. Also, bet me otchere wondering afire and somewhere you know comment box in in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.